mind. Shit, just shut up, speak your mind. Hey, on your grind. Wait, when you speak your mind.
What's good, y'all? It's your boys from Speak Your Mind 2.0.
Took it to the O.
Like he said. It's your boy SYM Seth.
It's your boy TY.
It's your boy JD Sports Nation.
How about them Buckeyes?
Nigga, how about the Michigan Wolverines?
Hey, we talking about y'all right now.
Well, first we want to say we apologize for the delay. There's been a lot of things under reconstruction into what we're gonna do for you guys 2021. We know this has probably been the longest we've gone without giving you consistent content. Although please go check our last video collabing with
this is season
Family
2.
Ties.
You see the shirt?
Season 2.
You see the shirt?
Season 2.
Bigger and better things.
You feel me? So definitely promise you that we're about to get right back on the grind and come back harder than ever in 2021.
Now, back to the topic at hand. Yes, me personally, I was not upset that we lost because it's fucking Alabama. It's Devontae Smith. It's Najee Harris.
Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
Okay, regardless of the point, the niggas whooped our ass. I'm not shocked by that. I'm not.
That is fair.
But you, at all people, should understand. Your team quitted on us for no reason.
Again.
COVID or not, y'all gotta get that ass whooped.
Do you guys see what I deal with?
In case you guys didn't know, like I said, for the viewers that don't know what we're about, this is a sports-based channel.
Facts.
So what we're talking about is the 2020 college football playoff that you've seen in the first round. Alabama destroyed Notre Dame, who once again proved why you shouldn't be in the playoffs ever again. And then the Clemson Tigers versus Ohio State Buckeyes. The Ohio State Buckeyes got the revenge. We took them out, sent Trevor's ass to the draft. Got that done, and then Ohio State versus Alabama in the national championship. Due to the up-and-coming star running back getting injured on the first play, the game kind of got out of hand after that. From that standpoint onward. So I just wanted to lay that out there for you.
I will agree. There were certain points of the game where I felt like it would have looked differently, as I just watched Baker Mayfield just throw an interception. But with Trey Sermon being hurt and also Justin Fields, like his game management, some of his decision making was a little off. But I feel like if all those key factors were hitting on all cylinders, I feel like the game would have been a little bit different, but you guys still lost.
I would agree with that. Now my whole thing on the game was like, yes, Sermon being hurt did, kind of mess up our offense a lot, but at the same time he had T. But my thing was I felt like they should have kept running Teague a lot more than putting in Marcus Crowley.
Most definitely.
Now on the flip side of that too, for the first quarter, we were hanging with them. Like momentum wise was quite even. But then after the second quarter, that's when
once Justin got hit, it accelerated everything about his team.
It wasn't his zone because they even said on the game, if who doesn't score in the red zone, changes the game.
I said that.
But the commentator said it too.
Yeah. I agree because I said the same thing when we were watching it. I said we need to score right here. And when they didn't go for it on fourth down, credit to Alabama doing that on their drives. So we got them to 2 4-and-out opportunities, and they went for it. Got it convincingly.
I was about to say how you were saying it was more about the point of attack. You needed to take all chances and go for it.
People float until you can get to a point where you can change the pace of the game.
Right.
You can't worry about. You have to control the time of possession, but before you even get to that point, you have to stay. Right there on level field. So because then that takes pressure off your defense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, yeah, you're correct. That's when the game officially was like, all right, we didn't score. But to me, even the hit with Justin Fields, it happened before that. It happened before that. But even before that, going into that, I noticed everything after that, he started to accelerate his progressions, and it started to bite him in the back once they didn't score on that possession. You think about in that opportunity, he missed Garrett Wilson wide open for the touchdown because of that. And that was the first play right there in the red zone. So that, to me, that along with Trey Sermon and along with Teague not getting the right runs. Now he's a power downhill back, not going down the middle, going to the side. You barely ran Crowley to me. I barely seen him get any type of touches, but I can't really get mad at that because he really hasn't been in all season. He only got 6 games.
I was about to say, he's a freshman too.
Red shirt.
He a red shirt because I think he got it in last year.
Yeah, he played last year.
Yeah, so it's just overall, it was just a combination of things coming to bite Ohio State in the ass a little bit, and I don't think it was one of those things where Alabama just looked supremely better.
No,
I just think that with the circumstances, yes, it was easy for the game.
Like, we had moments where we did kind of neutralize them in certain ways, but speaking of pressure, my thing was the main thing we needed to do was get pressure on Mac Jones because our Baron Browning sack was a key factor. Because I think we didn't score in that possession when we were offense, and then we punted the ball down to their end zone. Then Baron got that sack and got the ball back on the fumble. I'm like, that's what we needed.
That was huge. Yes.
That's what we needed to do consistently. But we let off of that, and then Devontae Smith, after the first half, he really could have just sat out. He had to do more.
Well, it was one of those things too. That's also give credit to Alabama and to all the haters that just wondered Devontae Smith. This was the first time Alabama has ever used a receiver like this. What did I say? Since Ridley? Consistently like that for a game, and then Waddle coming in and just to bring new wrinkles until they keep Ohio State off unbalanced. You notice every critical point in the game
they put in Waddle.
Because eventually, notice Devonta was hiding from Wade for the longest until he got a rhythm. Until he got to the point where it's just like, okay, the score is up. It's unpredictable. You have to play man coverage. He burnt him once he was on him, for sure. But a lot of
I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying, though?
If you want to be that guy, you need to be.
You need to go yourself.
No, you don't, because that's not him. That's on play call. That's smart on Alabama.
Well, no, I'm saying also for you guys, if you want Wade, you're saying Wade is your guys' top corner as of right now. Yeah. So
we'll get to that.
Of course, I'm going to put my top guy on your top dude. But again,
he wanted it. That's what
it all goes back to the scheme and how everything's going. So I can't be too critiqueful on that. But I do want to put in a little sidebar. Bama, that was kind of fucked. I would have never played Jalen Waddle ever. Hell no, that nigga. I mean, granted, I would have put him in as a decoy, but he would have never seen the football in his fucking life during that game. That was fucked.
But all in all, like I said, I wasn't shocked about the outcome of the game, just seeing how it was going after the first half. But all in all, I still feel like this Ohio State team wasn't the best team because of the season, but we still accomplished a lot. And the main thing was we finally got that Clemson monkey off our back. So now I can say that Ohio State can get to that Alabama type level as far as being a dominant team in their respective conference and making it past the first round of the playoffs.
Seth, you can go.
Was it from what I'm taking away from the game? I mean, Ohio State, I'll give you guys as your props. You guys definitely showed up throughout all the adversity throughout the whole year. You guys did what you guys needed to do. I'm just really excited for next season to see what happens.
My personal opinion, I've kind of shifted back and forth. I definitely agree with a lot of what Ty was saying. It's definitely something to be proud of with the team that, we only played 6 games and we had the haters. Even certain people saying that, Texas A&M could have, played Alabama the same way, But that's neither here or there.
At that point, just saying.
Leave bitch again over there.
Just saying.
Focus on finding a new defensive coordinator.
We already got one.
Oh,
Shout out to Mike.
Oh yeah. Oh, Mike Hart.
No.
Oh, Mike.
I mean, he's also on the staff too. Shout out to Mike Hart. But Mike, what's his name? McDonald.
Wrap up this season and going into next season. I think definitely how I look at it. Definitely a success. Definitely bittersweet. But you did beat Clemson. And it's going to be very exciting, like Seth said, to see where you kind of know where Clemson is going to go because they already got their guy and he already had experience. Ohio State, you're in a dilemma. Justin Fields, in my opinion, I think he should stay.
I think all three of us.
I've been
should
saying
stay.
I think he definitely should stay because you're not going to think about it. What the teams in the NFL, Urban. He's at Jacksonville. He's definitely getting Trevor.
Shout out to Urban. Urban, the fucking liar Meyer. Shout out to him.
That's a different.
I'll get to that another day. But.
So you definitely got that. But then what? The Jets?
Yeah.
You're not Sam Darnold. They already got that QB.
They're saying that if Justin does leave, he's going to the Patriots.
could see.
I mean, that'd be a good fit.
Yeah.
Because it kind of makes sense. Because think about it. Who was his like mentor? Cam. Who was just at the Patriots? Cam. So right there, that narrative.
Yeah, but that's if Cam's going to want to start. So it's not like, yeah, I'm gonna just stay here to mentor. Like, nah. And you're going to be in the same position if you're the Patriots. You're just getting the same guy with
Just
a little
shorter.
bit less,
Just
shorter and not as good with awareness.
Hold on. Quick sidebar. I want people to remember this name. Joe Milton. When he decides to declare to
transfer.
no, he's not transferring. When he declares to go to the NFL, Urban Meyer will pick him up. I promise you that. Mark my words. He's going to the Jaguars. Remember I said that. I'll talk about it off camera. Remember I said that. Go ahead.
Only because he's from Florida.
No.
Definitely bittersweet. Definitely going to be a lot of pressure if Justin Fields does leave. The pressure will be on Ryan Day. So that is, I think, will be the topic shifting into the outlook of next season. I'm going to ask you, Ty. What do you think, you guys? What do you think about the pressure with the Big Ten coaches such as Ryan Day, who's taxed with Ohio State? This is the first season. Now we're going to see how good of a coach you are this year, because now you've been on the big stage. You failed, but also succeed at the same time. But you don't have Justin anymore. You have your guys. These aren't Urban guys.
Because I was about to say last year was still considered Urban's kids, correct?
This year is still Urban's kids. Okay. It was like the last year.
Nah, well, 20.
Because I was about to say last year.
Well, like the 2020 class, it was kind of 50-50.
Because I was going to say, right?
But the guys that were already starting. That's great. This class, they're just there.
Yeah. To get to that point, as far as pressure goes, I see what you're saying about Ryan Day, but for me personally, the pressure's on Kerry Holmes, because you came back to Ohio State and you're the defensive coordinator. You kind of developed our DBs who are playing in the league right now. So my thing was like, you now finally get to coach Sean Wade, who you recruited back in 2017. You finally get to coach him for a full season somewhat. And you say you wanted him to move outside to see how versatile he can be. After seeing what he had this season, he's a typical nickel hybrid safety type player, which is a good fit for him because it showed last year too. But that was a different coach and a different scheme, but it still worked to his advantage.
Right.
But going into next season, if Justin does leave, I'm not as worried because I know what pieces need to be in place for that to work. Because it's going to come down to the spring game. Because you're going to have C.J. Stroud and Jack Miller and also Kyle McCord too.
Yeah.
But it's really between Miller and Stroud because both those guys were two great QBs in the 2020 class. With Jack Miller already committed to us, but consistently being hurt. So when C.J. Stroud blew up at the Elite 11, that's where he got his buzz at. And then that's where Ryan Day sprinkled his seeds and got him to come here. So it's really going to come down to them two. Now, as far as our O-line goes, we got Darren Mumford back. I'm happy about that too. So my projection for the O-line, it should be Darren Mumford, Paris Johnson at left guard, Harry Miller at center, Matthew Jones at right guard, and you got Nicholas Petit-Frere at right tackle. That's your projected O-line right there. Now, with Sermon being going to the draft, I think will be a great second-round pick, and the team will be happy to get him.
That's a fact. I agree.
So that's that. You got T coming back. At the same time, you got some high-profile running backs from that 2021 class that will be enrolling early too, with Travion Henderson, the #1 running back, and Evan Pryor, the #2 all-purpose back. So depending on how those two work out, which I believe they will work out, it's going to be between Chambers and Crowley on who's staying or who's leaving. Because Maya Williams, he's going to get carries this upcoming season because he showed that in the Clemson game and in the Northwestern game too.
Right.
For sure. And shout out to Seven Banks getting ready to go to Rutgers.
Shout out to Seven Banks, yo.
Shout out to Seven Banks, man.
Anymore.
But yeah, so
other notable coaches, I say within the Big Ten that probably should be looked at. I wouldn't say they're on the hot seat, but they're on the clock.
Franklin.
Yes.
I'm surprised he wasn't fired.
Right, yeah.
I think he's a good coach in my opinion.
Because I think they got Mike Yerkes as their offensive coordinator now too.
Do they?
Really?
Yeah.
Where do you that name?
Texas.
Texas. Texas Tech.
No.
Texas Horns.
Yes.
Interesting.
Who else?
About it, really.
Fitzpatrick. I said Fitzpatrick.
Just that trip.
Or Fitzgerald. I said Fitzpatrick. Fitzgerald.
He just made it. He just won to the Big Ten title game, won the bowl game.
But we always look at Northwestern. It's like you guys always have a good year.
This is Northwestern every year.
You just completely just fall apart.
That's been they're consistent.
I know, but I'm saying this is
they're consistent though. I won't even put that on them.
Yeah, no, man. When he means to that program, no. They're not prestigious enough to be on the hot seat.
Oh, no.
That's our motto. They're up and down. That's not changing.
Hell no. I'll say if I'm a Northwestern fan, it's all good and dandy that we made it to the championship. That's fine.
What?
I want to see us make that next step. I don't want to have another year where we just we're out.
That's been Michigan for like 5 years.
Nigga, no, hell no, we haven't been at the bottom for the past 5
But I'm
years.
saying they've been to more Big Ten championship games than y'all.
I'm saying from their standpoint, we can talk about Michigan.
But nigga, the fact that Penn State has won the Big Ten championship before y'all, it's saying something.
You know,
that's fine. I see that they really want me to talk about Michigan right now.
Because that should be the number one.
We were talking about goddamn everybody else. But since we're here, yes, Jim Harbaugh, they gave him another 4-year extension. Congratulations. Hold on. I've been said this on my Instagram. Shout out to my Instagram, SYM_Seth. Go follow me.
Check out the article.
Facts. That's you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. No, I said this. 4 years, that's fine. 2021, this is the year. I don't want to hear nothing else from Jim Harbaugh. This is the year that we need to make our statement. You have brought in all the players that you possibly could. All the players you possibly could on the offensive side. Yes, the defense is very
horrendous.
Yes, horrendous. But we are here now to clean it up. And as a Michigan fan, I am ready. I'm telling you, I am ready. I see the plan. I see the plot. We're on the way. Continue, Ohio State fans.
You can go. I want to go last on this one.
In all honesty, Michigan, you guys I think it starts with moving and having TD Jakes in there. Get God in that program. Get some type of culture because they don't have it. I'm not even hating. I started this dialogue during the season.
Facts.
You guys, they lack a true culture. I think Mike Hart, this is something that me and Seth has talked about since Speak Your Mind 1.0, that they need to go within the alumni to rebuild the culture, because that's what Ohio State's done for years. When they've had issues trying to redefine their culture, whether it was with a new coach or something like that, they get an alumni in some type of role, or at least a prestigious pro athlete to come within the program and have some type of leeway when it comes to recruiting and starting to finding an identity. Michigan does not have that.
Y'all did that for 2 seasons. 2 seasons. That was it.
So when I look at Michigan, hopefully you can look at expanding where you guys recruit and looking at other areas to try to find an identity. Maybe with Mike Hart there, maybe you get back into finding elite running backs, because you haven't had an elite running back since Mike Hart, since Appalachian State days. You know.
Well, I can back Seth up on this though. They did get like a top tier running back in the 21.
They have talent, Ty. They got talented running backs right now. It's just that they're not running them.
I will zoom in on my face once I edit this, including to what this man is saying. I've been saying this for years. I already know this, but I'm here to look at the other side of the spectrum. We have, like I said, taken the steps and made sure we felt like we've gotten the guys that we feel like needed to be in the right position. Like I said, and like they shared, we have made the necessary pickups in recruiting for offense. Granted, the defense is going to be another 2 to 3 year job, but I am ready for that process. I am happy that Don Brown has got the fuck up out of it. And we have picked up, granted, I don't know too much about my man's Mike McDonald that we just picked up from his brother in Baltimore. But, I mean,
shout around.
But from watching the Baltimore Ravens, I feel like we're going to get that new spark. He's young. He's a younger guy, so you know he's going to bring a little bit more enthusiasm into the locker room. So I'll give him that. I know he's being very sarcastic right now, but I just feel like we're moving in the right direction. But 2021 definitely, goddamn, Mahomes almost got fucked up. But goddamn it, 2021 is the start of the new era of Michigan football.
Okay, so here's my perspective on y'all. I really kind of did lose respect for y'all after y'all canceled the game on us, but that's a whole different topic. But from what I seen from Michigan lately is
I'm sorry, but
side note, Mahomes got fucked up again.
He's out of the game. He's out of the game. He's out of the game. That man got that. He got that. Who was it that we watched? Matthew Stafford?
Yeah. No, he got that.
He didn't even do that.
But anyway, y'all have been inconsistent for some odd years, and yes, y'all finally made the right key departures that y'all needed. I've been saying myself, Mike Hart is a guy that needs to be at Michigan
for sure.
Y'all
I'm glad.
And y'all need more alumni like him that know the history of Michigan and is thriving in that to come to Michigan. Because Harbaugh ain't doing it.
Hey, the next person I need to see on the staff is Charles Wilson, no cap.
I've been saying that too.
So whenever we decide,
bring Manningham in as a receiver coach,
Braylon Edwards or something.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean,
someone new, you know, some along those lines. But hey, man, we gonna wrap it up, man. You know, season 2.
Hey, Shaq coming in.
Speaking of the motherfucking devil, my nigga Chad Henne about to come in. He about to win this playoff game and send the Chiefs to the AFC Championship game.
How long has this nigga been playing?
Oh my God! Hey, as long as Michigan been bad, so we gonna wrap it up. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
One more time.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. Season Mind 2.0. We promise you more content coming. I'm your boy JD Sports Nation. This is the man, the king himself, TYC.
It's your boy SYM Seth. We out of here.
Speaking your mind, that's what I be talking about. I'm speaking my mind, my mind.